What's high? What's low? That's why everybody don't know. What's high and what's low? What's truth and what's a lie? Well, most of the time, an animal will tell you the truth. Human beings have a tendency to lie a lot. In other words, they don't always tell you what you want to hear. They give you a brief what you want to hear. But then they fog it up. They put it in reality. That makes it a bowl. A bowl of chips. A bowl of Charlie Hops. If you really want a question, who you gonna ask? Well, you probably come up with asking yourself, because you probably get a good answer if you ask yourself. Anybody else? If they wasn't there, they're not gonna give you an answer. Even if they were there, they're not gonna give you an answer because they think you are not worthy enough to know the truth from a lie. We have liars. We have pacified liars. We have truthful truthfulness and toothless truthfulness. Brother, sister, doesn't matter. Daughter, son, doesn't matter. If a lie is a lie, a lie is a lie. Now, how you correct it and how you maintain it, how you get back to what it was, how you around it or from it, you think about it. You say to yourself, is it worthy? Is it worthy to tell a lie? Or is it worthy to tell the truth? You sit back and you think about that for a while. And you're like, whoa, who did I lie to last week? Who did I lie to last month? Where did it go? How many lies did I lie to the Father to him? Give me this, give me that, and really didn't want it? Who's your enemy? Your neighbor? Your best friend? Who's your best friend? Do you have one? Some people don't have best friends. They don't have best friends because they didn't take time to get a best friend. So then they have those people they call sociate. And then sociate becomes sociopathic. Well, what's a sociopathic? Well, you have those people that don't want to believe what you believe. They don't believe in truth. They believe what some truth. And if it's a lie, they believe in a lie. And then they expect you to believe the same thing they believe. That's the so-called past friends. Doesn't matter how old they are. Doesn't matter how long they lived. Doesn't matter how long they're gonna live. Matter how long they've been living. If they're a liar, they're still a liar. You say, well, they're my friends. Yeah, they're your friend, not mine. That's why we run into politics. Politics was established for people to lie. Like they said, what's the old thing they said? To get poor is for the rich people. Well, politics was meant for liars. You get into politics, you're gonna lie. You're gonna lie your ass off. You're gonna lie anything you can venture, you're gonna lie about. Now, if you decide to tell the truth, then you're not gonna be in there. You're not gonna be in there long. Because people don't like truthers. That's what we call them. They don't like that. You tell the truth, then you don't have nothing to say. You don't have no news to report. You don't have no lies to spread. Johnny laid down naked. You don't care. Did he or not? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. Susie walked around with no clothes on. You don't care. All you know, you doing a report. You say, "Oh, I'm an analyst." You're an analyst. You're analyzing a lie. Well, that's what you're doing. When did we figure out that we had to lie to keep people satisfied? When did we figure out that we had to lie to keep people on the same boat, train we on? When did we start doing that? Whatever happened to say, you know what? I'm going to tell the truth today, and I'm not going to worry about nobody lying on me. I'm just going to be truthful. What happened to that? Nothing happened to it. You just didn't do it. Okay, so you go back to five. Well, you know what? Where do we get the 500 or 5,000 years from? The Bible, the Hymn, the Rahim, the Shashim, the Hippocron, the Chromalon, Chromalanka, Megafonka, Bizaguza. Well, you get that from scientists who was born before we were. And those scientists, they're here to tell the story. Because they're dead and gone now. You don't know that. You don't know that they told the half the truth. They didn't get paid for it. And Mona Lisa got paid for painting. She don't want to be still painting. The 16th chapter, where'd that come from? Who painted that? Where's the money for that? You see what I'm saying? So we make money to make money, and the money we make is the money somebody will never take. Can't take it with you. Can't take it nowhere with you. It's like comb your hair. You can comb your hair all day long. You know what happens with your hair? It gets long and it gets short. Well, if you grow it right, it grows. If you don't grow it right, it doesn't grow. It ain't got to do with putting people say, oh, I gotta put some hair on, I gotta put some down. No, you don't. You just gotta be aware of what you're doing. It's like the body itself. Most people think they go to the doctor cures. The doctor don't cure shit. Let me say this one more time. The doctor don't cure shit. Okay? It is the human being that cures the antidote. It is the human being that carries the situation. The Glock was flop. As you say, Glock clock. Well, I'm talking about pain and the antidotes for such things. Hey, somebody had to go to college. Somebody used to work to those so-called New Reunion. New Reunion when they brought stuff in, equipment in it, and half the equipment killed you, and half they died from it because it was new and they was trying it out. Yeah. So we sit back and we say, "Oh, it's gonna work for us." Says who? Well, let's figure this out. As the good book said that Adam, Moses, and everyone else had good teeth. Well, if you had good teeth, who was the dentist behind that? Was they knocking them out at the same time, making them grow? That's not what Watchcomb said. He said when he looked at Watchcomb, he said, your neck is like ivory. I admire you. What Solomon said. So who was it? Who was the musician behind that? Oh, new technology came in and did what? Fucked it up. Yeah, that's what happened. Came in and you fucked it up. So then you run into people that says, "Well, I'm going to make a difference." Different. What difference you gonna make? You make difference to change? What change? What change you make difference to change to make money, to give money, to deliver money, and to steal money, and come back around again. It's like a hotel. The money goes round and round, round and round and back, back and forth, back and forth. What we come up with? We come up with nothing. We come up with no answers. We come up with trees in the ground, trees in the ground, and people in the ground, and they're all related. Yeah, we're not related. Yes, you are. Half of you don't know that if you don't read, and half of you don't read, don't go look it up. And when they don't look it up, don't define. And when they define says, oh yeah, it's real. But they don't want to tell them about it. That's why they said, well, you know, Johnny Joe looks just like Silly Ho. Yeah, they look alike. They got a reason to look alike. They can. The same bloodline, the same bloodline. Okay. You sit back and say, well, what bloodline is that? They did my stuff in the hospital. Yeah. And who else did they send it off to? You think they sent it off to down the street and left it there? Or did they send it to a chemical factory in its chemical form and now somebody else using it? Yeah. DNA. Yeah. Plasm. Yeah. All that. What do you think they're doing with it? Playing possum with it? Or eating it for hamburgers? We see the problem with the world today. You need to grab a hold of this, fellas, ladies, and anybody else out there. Quit being so jealous of the other person. Quit the one who wants so much when you didn't go get it. Or you didn't do nothing to get it. If you didn't do nothing to get it, then you can't have it. So quit begging for it. Now, if you want something, then ask for it. And maybe you'll get it if you ask for it from the individual. And that cut the crap. Suicide, missile and critical cry. You're going to always have that. You're going to always have people running after people. You're going to always have people running behind time. Time is an essence. What essence? Essence for your time. Time is an essence. What is it? How much time do you have to be essence? Aestheticism. You don't. If you sitting there and you thinking that you're going to live forever, you better put on your tattoo, live forever, and then leave it there because that's about for us to get. You're not going to live forever. Sooner or later, you're going to get called. And when the call comes out, don't worry about packing that. Don't worry about packing that. Because you can't take with you anyway. You burn it up. And what don't burn up is sew it up. What don't sew it up is melt it up. What don't melt up is water it up. So don't even worry about it. When the time comes, say, boop, I'm here, I'm gone. It's over. Because that's what it's going to be. Over. Over. Like a sunshine. Over. Like the rainbow. Over. If you want to do your thing, say over. You see, we have the people that can sing, and we let them sing. We have people do all sorts of things, and let them do that. So if you can let people do what they want to do, why bother somebody that can't do something that you're trying to make them do? That don't make sense. If I'm a tight wire, that's why I am. I'm going and playing wire. But if I'm not that, don't try to tell me, oh, you can be a tight wire. Yeah, go then ball fall on my head. And then the rest of it, then you laughing at me because I thought I could be a tight wire because you said so. No. Truck drivers, lemons, clergymen, we got them all. And we got them for everybody. You sit back and go, well, I didn't go to school for it. Well, then what you go to school for? I went to school to be this, but didn't do that. If you went to school to be something and you got a college degree and got it, then you should be doing it. Okay? Let's try this again. If you went to school to do something and you got that, what you want to get, then you should be doing what you want to get at school and getting paid for it. Other than that, you wasted my time, your time, and everybody else's time who was part of your time. In other words, your family. Whether they motivated you, whether they was at the last wedding or that last hoorah, there was a motivation. You see, that's part of motivation. But see, we got a bad problem here. We're always thinking that the child doesn't know nothing. Wrong answer again. Child don't know you know. The child just listening to you because they can't do it at this time. Because as soon as they get up and start walking, they're going to do what they want to do. Oh, really? Yeah. You think a child doesn't know what they're doing? Tell you what, sit a child on and see how long you stay there. I guarantee he's going to get up. He or she going to get up. I guarantee you're gonna know they're there. You think it's so? What that take? Oh, that's just your intuition. You ain't got no damn intuition. That's doing with common sense. If a child waits, you think they say, "Hey, by the way, I'm wet. Can you change me?" No, they're gonna give you a sign to know. Hey, by the way, I just shit it. Oops, you did? Yeah. Come change my diaper. Or come change whatever. And then all of a sudden, you think you top dog because they grown up now, and you think you're teaching them. You're not teaching them nothing. What you have done, see, well, y'all confuse yourselves. So let me help you out. What you have done, you have motivated them in the direction that they're going to be, not the direction you want them to be. Because if you want them to be in that direction, they would already been there. And some of them follow you because they either did it before or they want to please you. If your daughter says, I'm going to be a hairdresser because my mom's a hairdresser, then that's what she's going to be. She's pleasing her mother. If a guy says, I want to be a track star, I want to be a car racer, race cars, because my daddy did it. Well, that's what he's doing because his dad. Because if he doesn't want to do it, he's not going to do it. And you guys, you get the whole enchilada become, oh, they're so cute. They doing what I'm doing. They doing this what I. No, they did not. No, they did not. They made a exception and they did it. They made an attitude, they did it. They did a checkpoint and they did it. And they did it because they wanted to. They didn't do it because you sit there doing, they did it. They want to be like me. Why don't they be like you? Why do any child want to be like the parents? To suffer, to go through the same mess they went through? I don't, I don't know too many parents, and I don't know too many children have done this. Why they just like they went through the hell, they went to the Mystic Crossing, and I won't try. I don't know any of them. I know someone say, man, I don't want to go through that like they went through. I might want what they got. I want the building, I want the house, I want the car, and maybe want a good marriage license, a good husband, a good wife, but I don't want to go what they went through. Okay? Do you have somebody there? You may. You got a few fools out there, a few clowns out there saying the same thing, but not most of them. Before Billy Graham died, Robert Graham said he was doing nothing to do with his father. And then a few years later, he come back and preach his life. Sometimes it takes some minutes. Sometimes it takes hours. And sometimes you run out of time. And when you run out of time becomes the whole, once again, reality. Time becomes the factor. Time becomes loyal. Time becomes jointed. Time becomes wanted. Because now you have time on your hand. And if you get time on your hand, ooh, that's a village on on his list tomorrow. It's like rain and snow. It's like animals and gold. Nah, like I said, if you really want to know how to maintain, get yourself an animal. Watch that animal, especially a cat. Cat tells you right quick, I ain't barking, I ain't catching nothing for you. I catch them for myself. I ain't wearing the clothes you want me to wear unless you put them on. And I'm not running your house. But however, if you got some food, I'm gonna come get it. And I'll be there every day to get it. And if I decide to walk around with you, I might do that too. If I decide to go there, I might do that too. But trying to tell them, trying to boast me what to do, it ain't happening. It's not happening. It's not gonna work. If you want that, you better find a dog or somebody's there that'll bark at you and bite you if you bite you by the knee if you need it. But you looking at me, you got the wrong one, Jack. That's why you got people like that. You got people saying, go where? Work for who? Work when? Oh no. That's not what that's not what I am motivated for. That's not what I came here for. And you could be right. You know, we read a lot of books. I didn't always read a lot of books. By the help of my wife and my children, I started reading a lot of books. But we read a lot of books. And for each book we read, there's a different definition. Not only the definition, there are different people that write them. And when they write it, they write different things. If you go in the Quran, you listen to the Quran. Okay? If you go into Christian Science, you go into Christian Science. If you go into Hebrew, you go into Hebrew. Well, guess what? I guarantee you, every one of them got something in it that will interest you. Well, like what? Well, you got the Greek, you got the Aramaic, you got these spoken in they speak in English, they speak in Aramaic. But they do this one tongue. What tongue do they speak in? Everybody don't want it. Somebody wants to know. And if you was a Catholic, well, hey, you know the Catholic. And if he was a Jew, well, you know what we believe. We believe in this. What language is that? The we. The language is a mystery. And it ain't like the Tower of Babel either. Everybody trying to climb up a tree, trying to get the right language. Ain't no right language. What the right language? What is the language that we? What is the pure language y'all call? It's the perfect language. English? Are you kidding me? Queen Elizabeth stole that probably many years ago. No, let's try it again. Dutch? Well, Dutch came from Germany. Who discovered that? China? Well, China got its own what's called. Russia got their own what's called. Well, let's make us myself. Let's go down to Jamaica. Let's go down to Japanese, Chinese, Korean, Philippine, Hawaiian. Wow, that's a whole lot of different languages there. But you know what's funny about that though? Out of all the languages in the world, sign language still works. Come here. It works for everybody. It's amazing. You can have 99 different languages, but that sign language still works. And where did they come from? Yes, in the beginning. Well, no books is don't. Well, I'm going to learn this language. What language you going to learn? Learn how to walk across the water with it. Learn how to fill yourself up. That's a language itself. It's a baronet language. When we have discovered, this is what we need to remember. When we discover to quit being jealous of each other, how about that? When we discover quit being jealous of each other, we will live a long ways. And there will be ladders that we will climb to prevent the jealousy from each other. How about that? Jealousy is like a stigma. It bites you in your butt and keeps going. You won't know what happened. You be like, ooh, 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 ooh. I'm getting bit. Ooh, ooh. I'm getting bit up. Ooh, ooh, because you're jealous. And you're jealous for no reason. You see, most people, most men, most women say, well, can I do this and can I do that? What do you mean? This and that. What are we talking about here? If I want to be a nun, I can be a nun and have no children. Yeah, I guess you can if that's what you want. I can be a monk and have no children if that's what you want. You can be a monk and have no children. There's a monk and there's a nun. Now, remind you, with the same religion, you're supposed to multiply. So how are you going to multiply if you want to be selfish? Selfish means, oops, if I'm a monk, there's only one monk. If I'm a nun, there's only one nun. So where you gonna get the people from? You gonna make little rocks out of them? That's not gonna work. No such animal. Rocks don't fight, bite, or rock bite. You pick one up and throw it at someone. So then what? You got to think it over again. How do I multiply? Where's the multiply from? What the good book said multiply. Have many kids. Have plenty. Have enough kids that you can have a haste for. But if she's only one, it's kind of hard to make that one if you don't want. And that's just a miracle. And we've had that. We've had enough miracles in the world that we don't need somebody to come down and say, "Hey, guess what? I'm a, I'm gonna be a miracle worker." And oops, there's a bright sun. Oh, where'd he come from? I don't know. Maybe he came from Mary. Did he? I don't know. Well, he's the only son. Did he come from Noah? I don't know. Did he? Did he come from Adam? I don't know. Where'd he come from? Came from America. You see, we do have miracles every day. You just don't admit it. You just don't want them. But we have miracles every day in every way. There's always a miracle. Now, how it works, that's something you got to figure out. It's not going to bite you in the butt, but you know it's a miracle when it happens. If you walk outside and you walk across the street before the car hits you, that was a miracle you didn't get hit because your instincts told you, "Oops, there's a car coming." You said, "That's no miracle. It's a miracle." Because let the car hit you, see what happens. You become a flash board. You don't have to worry about being a miracle. So once again, as I say to you, as I try to let you understand that there's so many people can write books. There's so many people out that can tell a story. But the question you ask yourself, is the story correctly told? Or was it borrowed and now it's new? Let's try that again. If the correct story was told, or was it borrowed and now new? Because if it's borrowed and now new, that means somebody didn't hear it before. And you start all over again and it becomes a new story. You see? If a book is never read, then it was never opened. But once the book is open, there may be something in there that was read before it was open. Well, how's that? Because somebody else had the same idea that you had. And somebody else wrote the same thing that you was writing about. Yes. Oh no, get out of here. No, I'm serious. If you don't think so, pick up a book one day and then go to the store and pick up another book. And make sure both scientists and then see what's in it. You may figure out that, wow, he was in this book too. Oh, he said the same thing this guy said. Does that make him twin? Don't make him twin. It makes them internet. No, it makes them individual. It makes them have the same thought. See, you can have the same thought and not be twins, or you can have the same thought and not even be related. Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. What's that mean? Somehow or another, we are related. If you got the same thought, that means the same thought came from somewhere. It never came from China, never came from Europe, never came from Japan, but the thought is a thought. You say, "Oh, come on, come on." All right. Prime example. Put two kids together. One can be light skinned and one can be dark skinned. See, got you on that one. See, we're not giving no relationship, no color. One light skinned and one dark skinned. Put one in China and put one in Korea. Let them stay there about 3 years. At the end of the 3 years, bring them back. Put them right in the spot. They're not gonna speak the language that you left them with. I guarantee you, one will speak Korean, one will speak Chinese. And what they tell you? They're related. They're not related. And enough common sense to learn the language so they can get together with each other and say we can be one. And that's what's wrong with America and anybody else. that's running after each other instead of saying, why don't we be one? Why don't we quit messing around with academic, key Kemet, me mimic, T timid, T simid, and key Kemet? And say, why then we can't live together as one and get along? You know? You ever tried that? You ever said it to yourself? Can we get together? Can we be alone? Is it any way you can say yourself a home? Gather around the people that you always wanted. Gather around the people that you believe in, you can sown it. There's a way, there's a time, there's a stay to stay. There's a way, there's a wine, and a way to wait. Don't worry about the wine, it's gonna turn red. Don't worry about the wine, is it blue instead? It still make you feel in bed. So gather yourself together and sing a song to make you happy. Sing a, singing and being happy is the best tone you can ever have daily. If you sing a song daily, if you say something you like daily, you'll feel better about it. You'll be nicer about yourself if you say something about yourself every day and like it. Now, if you say, I hate myself, I'm feeling sad today, I've been alone, then that's the way you're going to feel. The body goes right back into you and say, yeah, I agree, I agree, I agree. But you say, it's a beautiful day. Now listen to what I said. It's a beautiful day. Notice the body? It's a beautiful day. So everything goes right into the same category. It's a beautiful day. Why don't you go my way? Why don't you feel like I feel? It's a beautiful day. It's talking the throne. Now watch this. It's a beautiful day. I'm sure that it's been. Look at the body. Look at the body tune. Look at look at the voices. Look at the movement. Feel like a triangle in a triangle suit. People are everywhere and all over the world. Let's quit being so evil. Let's quit being so hateful. Let's quit being so jealous of everybody. If you want to do something like somebody, you want to do something, be together with somebody. Be a friend. Don't be a folk. Be a friend. Be an understander. Be a conscious together folk that says, I want to be happy with this person. I want this person to be happy today. And if you say that more than one, I will guarantee you next time you see the person, he ain't gonna be looking at you like a skeleton. He gonna be smiling because something gonna draw him your direction. I'll guarantee you that. I'll guarantee you. If you speak nice, nice will come back. If you speak like a dog will come back. How about that? If a dog come back, you gotta take care of him. If the dog say, hey, here I am. Got a dog tag. So, with the words I spoke today, I hope it was enlightening. I hope it was an understanding to some of you. Because every now and then you're gonna have babies with babies. And that's part of the world. Babies will continue to come as long as the world begins to be open. You got to love them because they become new babies. And they have a new attitude. They have a new look. And what they was taught way before, those days are gone and they're like absurd history. So now you got a new regime, a new startup for new people, a new beginning. And a new beginning, my friends, is the best thing that can ever happen to anyone. New beginning means new beginning. It means start all over again. Where are you at? What are we doing? And that's a good thing. You don't have to say, well, I want to start all over, but I don't know where to begin. Oh, you know where to begin. You begin where you start off, or you begin where you left off, or you begin and end. If you say, well, I don't want to make this much money, well, then you're not going to make that much money. You want to say I want to make more? Well, you got to you have to make money to get more money to make money. If you have nothing to make money, then you have no money. And then guess what? Some people say, guess what? I don't need it. If I ain't got it, I don't need it. That's true. If you don't have no money, you sure can't make no money. And make money in the wrong way, you won't be where you should be. Think about that one. Money costs to be the boss, but the boss need a cost to have a boss as well. It's very low up on top here when you couldn't talk to anybody but yourself. And then you decide to go down and talk to somebody that don't want to talk to you. Think about that one. So aloha. Auf Wiedersehen. Adios. Tschüss. Auf Wiederwarnen. Midatana. Sodokwana. Eggs like my and any other language that I'm throwing at you that you may have to get. Like the French would say, oui, oui. Oui, oui, parlez-vous. Parlez-vous, aloha. Oui, oui, la lay. In the front, in the honor, in the morning, and the shit, and been gonna. Yeah, on the motor, in the motor, Vito, Colorado. Shake me down to the low and in the coro. At Patola, in a mile and four. Oh, the Vito in the sign. Oh, the Vito in line. Oh, the Vito is so mine. Just a better man I get See la bada skiddo. Beast the bello bello bello. Vida. Vida bada bada. So like I said, be happy with people who had something different than you. Aloha.